Purple Positivity is being brought to you by BettorEdge. BettorEdge is a legal way to bet socially with no fees. Head over to BettorEdge.com and get your free $20 when you sign up using the promo code BBS. That's at BettorEdge.com. BettorEdge. Play the game without getting played.
Welcome into another episode of Purple Positivity. I am your host, Justin Ekstrom. And let's get into it right away. Another big victory by the Minnesota Vikings, 7 points over the New England Patriots. First time since 2000. Congratulations to them. That's good stuff. It made it for a great weekend of football watching where, as Vikings fans, we just got to sit back and watch the rest of the NFL. You know, the Packers lose, and, you know, it looks like Rodgers might be done. So it's, you know, finally time to just it's our division. The Vikes have only two, their magic number is 2, which is unreal. If they were to clinch this week, which I don't think they will clinch this week, we'll get to that here in a little bit. But recapping the game, another back and forth game. It looks like the Vikings could take it by the balls and just kind of put the game away. They don't. Lo and behold, needed special teams effort. You know, a kick return touchdown, it seems like, you know, that the kid Wangwu is really starting to see things. I get frustrated with him. I honestly do, because it seems like he takes one or two out when it's 3 yards deep after the other team scores to go up or something like that. And he takes one out and, you know, gets stopped at like the 19 or 20 yard line. And you're like, well, dude, if you just do nothing, we'd get 5 more yards. So it is kind of frustrating, but special teams is one of those give and take, you know, given our extra point, another missed extra point. Congratulations, Greg Joseph. You are the worst extra point kicker, not only of this season, but in the history of the NFL ever. Like you are, as far as like made kicks and missed extra point kicks, you are the worst to ever exist. So hopefully the positive spin is you can only get better. It's only up from here. There for a while, I was kind of confident every time that he would line up from that right hash mark or your left from where he's standing and everything's fine. But if he would line up anywhere else, it wasn't good. Now he has no clue. He lines up different spots. He does not look confident, and that makes me not confident. So it's a little scary. Either way, Vikes, much needed win. How awesome was it watching Bill Belichick walk, you know, really, really upset, curmudgeonly, you know, like he kind of pushed Adam Thielen away from him type thing. He just goes for the head coach. I'm not going to, you know, dig into that too much. Bill Belichick is Bill Belichick. That's just what he's going to be forever. He's just like this old cranky bastard that it's just awesome watching him lose. I think he's the greatest coach to ever exist, but it's fun to finally beat him. Kirk Cousins, you know, that just like the head coach said, unless I'm mistaken, that seems to be a primetime game. That was a 7:30 start time. So that's primetime. Primetime Kirk Cousins, almost 1 yard short of 300. 3 TDs. He had the one pick. Wasn't necessarily his fault. But the offense, you know, I think the frustrating part about watching the offense is when they need to score, they score. But how come you don't need to score all the time? Like, it would be really, really great to be up 21 points or even 14 points in crunch time. I'm just waiting for that. And it seems like it's there. And it could happen. And the way the defense is, oh man, this is not a defense where you think any lead is safe. Because we've seen teams this year so far score on the Minnesota Vikings in under 30 seconds, under 40 seconds, under a minute, left in the half, left in the game. It's just gross. It's really, really gross. The defense overall, it's the definition of bend but don't break. But yet, they're giving up more defensive touchdowns in the red zone than anyone else in the league. So, is it really bend but don't break? There must be something in between the 20s that they're doing correctly to make sure teams don't get in the 20s? I don't know. And it helps that you're going against Mac Jones, not the most confident Mac Jones in the world, not the most high-powered Patriots offense to ever exist, but just enough to win. Cover the spread again, so the Vikings are getting close to 500 again against the spread, which is nice. I didn't think they were ever going to get to this. Now the Jets coming to town. If this is in New York, I'm saying this is a loss all day. The Jets' defense is for real. The Jets' offense, they have weapons all over the place. Now they have a new rookie that looks like, kind of supplanting Zach Wilson. So, Garrett Wilson, he's an absolute stud. A lot of people probably don't know about him unless you're playing fantasy football, but he's the real deal, man. And he is going to give this Vikings defense some fits, and he can bust tackles. He can Devontae Adams as well as Devontae Adams could when Devontae Adams was Devontae Adams in Green Bay. He can take a 5 or 6 yard slant. He can house that. So there's a few other guys on the offense too. Offensive line, very, very good. They got a run game. They don't have their Breece Hall, but they have enough of a run game where it's going to give the Vikings fits. Now looking at this, I kind of want to say that the Vikes could lose this game, but I'm not going to do that. I'm definitely not doing that. Vikes win. These scores don't matter. It doesn't. I can't get close in these scores for some reason. I say it's low scoring. It's high scoring. I say it's high scoring. It's low scoring. So I'm going to say the Vikes win 3-0. That's what we're doing this week. Vikes win. Let's just say Vikes win by 3-0. There's my official prediction. Thanks to Beer Belly Sports, Matt Geffrey, and I believe it's sponsored by BettorEdge. There's no better way to bet than on BettorEdge. It's basically like friends exchanging money, and it's a fun way. Just got to find somebody to cover that bet, and no fees, nothing like that, and they're great people, excellent people. So make sure you check them out, BettorEdge, BettorEdge.com, and tell them that Beer Belly Sports or Justin Ekstrom or the Sports Crib or Purple Positivity brought you there. So here we go. I say the Vikes win 3-0, and they have 10 wins quicker than I can remember for a long, long, long time. So there we have it. And as always, skol, bitches.